What's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy here, Wesley from A Connection TV here on YouTube, the one place on the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections to spot our differences. And also, I have Watch AC TV on YouTube and West the Critic. I am here to talk to you guys about a rock film called Black Adam. Now, when I do my movie reviews, I'm speaking from my perspective. Usually, some of y'all vibe with me, and then there are the rest of y'all that just do not vibe with me. But I was watching a couple of reviews on YouTube about Black Adam, and I just did not adopt a similar connection despite our differences with them. They kind of like trashed the movie. Right now, the movie is sitting at a 49% on Rotten Tomatoes, with a 7.4 on IMDb and a 1.5 on IndieWire. So, yeah. Nearly 5,000 years after he was bestowed with the almighty powers of the Egyptian gods and imprisoned just as quickly, Black Adam is freed from his earthy tomb, ready to unleash his unique form of justice on the modern world. Now, let me start by saying this. There aren't any movies that I particularly care for that stars The Rock. No shade against him and his acting ability, but every movie that The Rock is in, he's The Rock. He never, in my opinion, plays anybody else. Well, he plays other people, but he never gives off another person. It's just always The Rock in a Disney movie. Always The Rock in Fast and the Furious. Always The Rock in something else. Always The Rock in Black Adam. But this particular character, it works. I'm here for The Rock playing Black Adam in Black Adam. If that makes sense. And just so you have an understanding of the type of movies that I like, because I might not have the same opinion that you do regarding this film, my favorite superhero film of all time currently is Captain America and the Winter Soldier. That's the caliber of film that I love. I do not like low-key series. I do not like Deadpool, all like that. I do not like slapstick comedy and my superhero films. That's just me. Okay, we could be different. We can adopt similar connections despite our differences, but those are the type of movies that I like. Serious, driven superhero films, right? So that's the person that went to go see Black Adam today, where I thought that I would be seeing The Rock playing Black Adam in Black Adam, which is what happened. But I have to say, I am pleasantly surprised with what they were giving us as the viewers. This movie was super long, and at times I felt like, is it over? And then I was like, no, it can't be over. And it wasn't, you know? And I wasn't like, oh, dang, we're still going. I was like, okay, let's see what they're gonna do next. Why? Why did I give this movie a shot? I gave this movie a shot because Dwayne has been trying to get this movie done, which seems like for 20 years now. And he loved the character, loves the character, always been talking about Black Adam, and I'm like, okay, cool, but this is gonna be The Rock playing Black Adam in a Black Adam movie, so what is he gonna do different? He does nothing different with the character. Like, in terms of like him being The Rock in the movie, he's still The Rock, and of course there are a lot of changes to the actual, story of Black Adam, but when I said he does nothing different, meaning he applies The Rock in this film, but here it actually works. It took $195 million to make Black Adam, which I'm surprised, honestly, because we have a lot of films that have taken $200 million to make, and they do not look like Black Adam. I know this movie was CGI'd out completely, but the CGI, in my opinion, looked great. The cinematography was very bold and very colorful. And yes, you can tell when they were standing in front of a green screen and the audience moments and all of that. But for me, the CGI slapped with the action. It slapped with Aldous Hodge's wings. It slapped with even the hurricane powers. It slapped with the large man powers. It slapped with Dr. Fate. Like, the CGI was good to me, and it had me feeling like, wow, why aren't a lot of MCU movies looking like this when the MCU budget is the same, in my opinion. Now, I'm not saying that, Endgame didn't look phenomenal and Infinity War didn't look phenomenal, but there are some movies where it's like, wow, why can't it look like the way that Black Adam is looking right now? Because it was fantastic. And if you disagree, you disagree. But that was really what was captivating to me the whole movie. As a filmmaker myself, I was just in awe of the beauty of the movie. Like, it was just a beautiful movie to watch, right? And it was jam-packed with a lot, but I was able to follow where we were going. And I didn't need a whole 3 hours with Aldous Hodge. I didn't need a whole 3 hours with the Hurricane Chick. I didn't need a whole 3 hours with Dr. Fate, although he could be in a movie by himself, because, I mean, he is who he is. But still, I didn't need all of that. They gave me the little bits and pieces that I need to follow the story, and it was just a cohesive movie all the way through. I didn't go into the movie feeling like I wanted more, and I didn't leave the movie feeling like I didn't get enough, if that makes sense. From the beginning to the middle to the end, it was a well-rounded, solid film. Now, if you are like a comic book, aficionado, and you like Black Adam is your favorite character, and they didn't follow the source material to a T, and like even them using the Interstate Gang, that's not what they were used for, and that's all of that. Sure, they made a lot of changes, but I felt like all the changes worked. It was really, really good. I enjoyed it. I was like, wow, okay, this is cool. It felt great having, the little bits of comedy in the film that didn't make me feel like I was supposed to go, ha, 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 you know what I'm saying? But I was like, oh, that was funny. I see what they did there. You know what I'm saying? It did not feel forced. It felt like cool, laid back, kind of funny. And I like the banter with Aldous Hodge and The Rock. I just have to say this because I wouldn't be who I am if I didn't. Aldous Hodge is chef's kiss. The man is completely gorgeous, and he is amazing in everything that he does. I like him as the Hawk, or Hawkman, or whatever his name is in the movie. Hawkman. He plays Hawkman, right? Pierce Brosnan, of course, was freaking amazing. And then you had Noah Centineo, cool. The girl that played Cyclone was Quintessa Swindle. I mean, I don't know who she is, but she was great. I thought that everybody played their role and everybody did what they needed to do. Here is where I feel like the DCEU is like slacking. The continuity, putting the puzzle pieces together. I was Googling whether or not Black Adam takes place is a prequel to Shazam or just a plain spinoff to Shazam. And like timeline wise, right? Because in my mind, I'm like, why isn't Shazam in the movie? Why isn't Shazam's being spoken about? It was like a forget about Shazam. And in my mind, I'm like, well, maybe Shazam is before, but maybe Black Adam is before Shazam. I don't know. I don't know. But, throughout the whole movie, we're seeing Batman, we're seeing Wonder Woman, we're seeing Green Lantern, we're seeing Superman, paraphernalia and merchandise all throughout this film. And like heroes do exist. We got the JSA, which was never mentioned ever in any of this stuff. And why is Amanda Waller getting the JSA? I don't know. I don't know. It just was weird. Like those kind of placements were weird for me. But Aldous Hodge was amazing, and Pierce Brosnan were amazing, and The Rock was The Rock, and everybody else fell in line. I really thought it was good. You could have missed me with the whole intro and the voiceover and the horrible green screen of like Kondak, whatever they were before. But once that was done, and The Rock was brought back in, just when he was killing people and executing everybody and like throwing people in the air and left, right, and fast, like all of that was amazing. It was great to watch. And to be honest, Black Adam is my favorite DCEU film. I know. Is that crazy for me to say? I'm not into Batman all like that. I feel like they've never gotten Batman right. And when I say right, for me, I'm Justice League Unlimited, the animated series, all day long. If they could just reenact that and bring that into real life, they'd have me. And MCU could not compete with them if they brought me Justice League Unlimited. But it's never been that. It's always been a watered down, washed down kind of thing. And when they brought the Justice League together, it was just corny. It was garbage. It was garbage. All right. And so I never could get into any of the DCEU films, none of the Batman films. Of course, the Joker outside of the DCEU is cool, but the Twilight dude playing Batman, it just was not given to me. You know, for me, as a casual viewer of what I like to view in my superhero films. So for me, Black Adam is my favorite DCEU film. And then after that is Aquaman. And then after that is Wonder Woman 1. I would rate this film, I would give it an 8 out of 10. I would give Black Adam an 8 out of 10. It is a solid film. I definitely think that you should go watch it. And The Rock did his thing. I'm glad he invested his own money into it, because clearly you could see like the difference in quality in that particular film and then all of the other superhero films. No shade. Like, you know, it's a really good film if you like action, if you like a hint of humor in your action superhero films, and if you like The Rock, because it's damn for sure The Rock in The Rock playing The Rock in a cape, flying around, killing people. It is that. But anyways, leave your comments below. Let me know what you thought about Black Adam. Was it everything for you and what it needed to be? And are we adopting similar connections despite our differences? Thank you for watching Wes the Critic, and deuces.